Just pinned the comment to the chat. I was just pinning the link in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat for anybody that want to pull up and ask a question. That's the link right there. It's pinned to the top of the chat. If you look at the top of the chat, it'll be a thing up there posted by me. My name should be highlighted. Link is in the chat. Someone called Timmy, wake him up. Find the super bad. Yeah, find the super bad. You feel me? Right over there. Shots fired early. I was looking at this movie called The Takeover. I be looking at these foreign films. They be, they foreign because they be like in another country and their mouth don't be speaking English, but it be in English and they have subtitles, and the subtitles don't be matching up with most of the stuff they were saying. And they'll be like, I'm appalled. And the subtitle might say, I'm very upset. But they be, you know what I'm saying? They don't be they'll be the worst films in the world. They'll be the best. But that's what I be doing, man. That ain't what y'all got on here for, man. Y'all ain't get on the hear me talk about that. Welcome, everybody. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I like to say, welcome. And if it's not your first time tuning in, you always pulling up, you part of the gang, hanging out like Spidey back there in the background. Where's Spidey at? Spidey right there in the background. I like to say, welcome. And thank you very much for pulling up with me. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day. Twice a day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What do we do at 9 a.m.? We talk about the overnight price, Action. What do we do at 6:30 p.m.? We talk about the price, Action recap. What do I do when I get on Al Gore's internet? I share my thoughts on the price action. I primarily trade the SPY, the SPY, if you will, right? That's hence Spider Gang, right? And I dabble, if you will, with the ES futures and the SPX. But the main reason why I do it is so that people like you can take all the money that you may spend on a course and put it into your brokerage account and take all the stuff that you're learning and all the stuff that I'm sharing and all the stuff that you already know. And then when you get your aha moment and you're ready to go live, you can take that money and let that money go make you money. Shout out Wall Street Trapper, because he say, let your money make money babies. And I feel him on that. Let your money make money babies. Don't waste your money giving it to somebody like me or somebody like him or somebody like her. Put your money in the market. Let your money make money for you. And then while your money making money, you pass the knowledge on to your kids and your friends, and they teach their kids, and they teach their friends, and they teach their kids. And next thing you know, 4 or 5 generations later, somebody gonna be like, you know what? My great granddad Cal Coolidge, he started trading back in the coronavirus pandemic, and now we own half of Thailand. Hey, what was that? Now let me get back in character. We own half of Thailand from what he learned from some guy named ICT and some other guy named Lil Timmy Rogers. Man, we billionaires now. Hey, man, I ain't got good sense, but I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. I do it all for the free 99. I ain't got nothing else to do with my time. I'm 50 years old. I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do but get on Al Gore's internet and act a donkey. I've been acting a donkey my whole life. I've been like this ever since I was legit in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I can't help it. It's in my DNA. I got loyalty inside my DNA. Hey, man, all thing I ask you to do is click the like button. That's all I ask you to do. I ain't on no other social media telling people about this great resource, if you will. So please hit the like button so that the algos think that you like the video and then show it to other people, because I want as many people as possible to get this free information. Speaking of free information, going to be posting some videos here shortly. They pre-recorded. It's me breaking down all of the ICT concepts that I understand in my own way like the way I understand it is it might not be 100% the way ICT wanted to be said, but it's the way that I understand it, the way that I internalize it, and the way that I apply it to my life, and it works for me. So I'm going to be doing that. Those going to be up on there. You can download slides and all of that. If you want to download the slides, it's all 100% free because he gave it away free. It helped me. And so now I'm sharing it for free in the way that I understand it. The playlist going to be up one of these days. I've started recording. That's why we're in the library now. I changed my background, going to the full old way I used to do Tim's Tidbits with the slides. So you click a link and you can go download the slides for the free 99. Speaking of, while we talk about that, let me show you what I'm talking about, where you can download the slides for the free 99. Let's go to screen. Let's go to share. There's the price action review. Now we're done. I'm just playing. We don't get to that in a minute. But if you go to, let me go to the video we're looking at right now. Hey, what's going on, Big B? I see you made a comment. Uh-oh. I look like I saw Robinson up in there. Was that Robinson I saw in there? Was that Robinson I saw in there? Well, it's not on here. I got to go to my videos. Yeah, you can do the same thing on one of my old videos, your videos. And then like this right here, ICT concepts. This the first video. It's not out right now, right there, but it say download slides. Let me go to that video. It says download slides. Scroll down, open it up. See right here, you'll see a link that say download slides right there, right? And when you click on that right there, it takes you to the folder. It's only one in there right now because that's the only thing in there. You know what I'm saying? And you can download the slides. Once you download the slides, you know, it's a PDF format, but once you download the slides, this is what the slides look like. You know what I'm saying? These are all the slides, and you can just save. You can save it. It's PDF, so you ain't got to worry about needing Photoshop. You can just download the slides. It's absolutely free. Absolutely free. And if you ever want to go and download any of the old Tim's Tidbit slides that I did on some of my old videos, if you go, it's another link. Matter of fact, in the video that we watching right now, right, you'll see a link down there that says download slides right here. Download, it'll take you to a Linktree link. You got discipline over dollar slides, focus program series. It's the same thing as discipline over dollar, except in discipline over dollars it was 3 weeks, and when we did it for the kids, we broke it down into where did it go? Oh yeah, we broke it down into 6 weeks. When we did it for the kids, we made it a little bit different, made it you know what I'm saying, the chunks was a little bit smaller. We included some other stuff for the kids that we didn't include in the full one. Like we talked about how to we gonna get to it. We gonna get to the price section. We talked about different account types like checking account, savings, money market accounts, deposit types. We talked about how to write checks. How to we taught them how to write checks, taught them how to keep up with a ledger, how to reconcile your bank statements. It's like we added a lot of stuff in there for the kids that we didn't put in for the adults, because a lot of the stuff like adults already know. You know what I'm saying? So them the discipline over dollar slides if you want to download them. And then the old Tim's Tidbit slides. It's like 32 different slides. It go all the way from the beginning of how to start. How do I start? This talk about it, walk you through step by step on how to open a brokerage account. And the one I used was I did that in the video. Let me see. Open a brokerage account. Yeah, I did that in the video. You would have to look at the video to see it step by step, because I don't have the actual slides on that. But then it's like other stuff with like fundamentals. And if you go back and look at all the old videos, these are slides that go along with them old videos. They should have the same names. You know what I'm saying? It's got like a lot of old stuff that I was doing on Tim's Tidbit. And like this, right? This was the series like futures 1, 2, 3, 4. This was when we'll talk about futures. It was like starting from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? All this we're talking about, like how to, you know, get with Ninja Trade and all that. That's future, but that's a lot of stuff that you know what I'm saying, that I was doing when I was first started Tim's Tidbits. This when I was doing like more of the educational type stuff. And then once I went through everything that I could possibly think that somebody need to try to learn, then that's when I started going live every day, just talk about the price action. But if you're interested in that, getting them slides and stuff, that's how you do it. You do it for the free ski, and then and all of that's free. Share that with anybody you want to share it with if you think they might get something out of it. And then yeah, that's it, man. Let me go see who in the chat. Since I've spent all that time talking about that, let me go see who in the chat. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? What? Roman. What's going on, Roman? ¿Qué pasa? Nothing. Hey, Aloysius, stop doing that. Your mom watching. What's going on, Aloysius' mom watching? What's up, here to learn and share? What's going on, here to learn and share? How many times you gonna say, hey? Oh no, that's Laverne. I'm so sorry, here to learn and share. I'm so sorry, I jalapies. That's Laverne. What's up, Laverne? Here to learn and share. I jalapies again. Again, the link is in the chat if anybody want to pull up. Cool it now. Watch out. And the other person that will not get a hello besides Robinson. What's up, Fine and Superman? What's going on, 100? Tell Jasper I said, hello, Jasper. I love you, Jasper. I love you so much, Jasper. You're such a good doggy, Jasper. What's up, Regina? Regina. You remind me of a West Side Story. What's up, Big B? What's going on? What's up? I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am. What's up, Casey? Where the rest of the Sunshine Band? Hello, other person that will not get a hello from me. What's up, Mr. Darren? What's up, Valdez? What's going on, Valdez? SPX Gang. What's up, SPX Gang? Put your glasses on. How about you put your glasses on? Michelle Tucker. What's going on, Michelle Tucker? How you doing? What's going on, Kareem? What's going on, Kareem? I ain't gonna try to say last name, Kareem. I'm gonna leave it alone. Kareem B. What's up, Kareem? Hey, Kareem, has your last name always been on there? That's my first time ever noticing your last name. Buenos tardes, Valdez. Hey, where's Angela? Angela not in here? Buenos tardes, Valdez. Hey, let's talk about the price action recap. Today, as y'all see, I got this Fibonacci on here. You want to know why I got this Fibonacci on here? I got this Fibonacci on here because I want to see when the market, if the market would dip back down into a discount for the daily range to give me a I got that battery pack. I guess I got me a nap. I got me a nap earlier, so I guess I'm on one. It kind of warm back here with this sweatshirt on, but I ain't got on nothing but a tank top, so I can't take it off. My sweetie be like, she don't want me to put all my sexiness on the internet. She don't want them old ladies getting no ideas. Hey, we was this morning we came down. If y'all remember we was on live, I was like, look like we mounting a little reversal down here. This yellow line, for those that wasn't on here this morning, that yellow line is the mean threshold from last month's candle, from the October candle. That's the mean threshold of the October candle, right? I was like, okay, we getting down here. We got a whole lot of PDAs sitting right around here. That's in a discount that I'm watching. Then it's also at the mean threshold of this right here. I was like, okay, this making this area look real enticing for me to want to try to, you know what I'm saying, see if I can swing batter, swing. Since I had already missed my opportunity to short because we had all this news going on, you know what I'm saying, all these unknown variables. And I was like, I ain't trying to gamble with them unknown variables. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to wait to see what it do when the news come out. But every time the news came out, you know what I'm saying, it took off a little lower. Matter of fact, it was bleeding lower before the news came out every time. But I couldn't jump in because I didn't know what it was going to do with the news. And then it just kept bleeding. Hindsight, yeah, could have just went short at the beginning when we were first talking about it pulling back. You know what I'm saying? But we got all this news coming out. I ain't trying to gamble. The worst thing I ever did was gamble, and it worked out for me because it started instilling bad habits, right? Because when it work out for you, it worked. But when you get clapped, you get clapped. You hear me? Okay, so we came down. We did mount the little bounce like we was talking about. We came down to the mean threshold of the monthly counter from last month. We came down to this daily order block that we was watching. We had just hit that 4-hour fair value gap. Remember, we had a 4-hour fair value gap that we had just hit. So we was looking to see if we was gonna get a reaction off this order block, because we didn't get the reaction off the order block that was up here that we was looking for. I said, okay, that's good, because it was like way up here around equilibrium. It was way up here somewhere around equilibrium. And so I was like, let's get a little bit further down into a discount. So now we hit this daily order block right here. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice little reaction off of it. You know, we got a little reaction off of it. So I checked to see, you know what I'm saying, what the algos was trading within, and it was trading within the daily range, this day's range. Because if you go from the high of this day to the low of this day, as you see, we was consolidating right there. After we started, we bled down from midnight up until 10:15, and then we started the rally at 10:15, and then right around 10:30, 10:45, we just consolidated right there at equilibrium for the rest of the day up until 3:45. And at 3:45, we got a nice little dip down and took out the sell side right there. And then we look like we coming back down, revisiting this wick, because these two candles side by side like that right there, you already know that's a long wick, like on an hourly candle. If that hourly candle, let's see, like whenever you get two candles of opposite colors and they the same length, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be a wick, you know, on some time frame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hell, man, it's gonna some time frame gonna have a wick. Like it might be a 4-hour. It's gonna see them big old candles right there, them big candles right there. But some count, it depends on where it fall. But some candle somewhere gonna have, see that long wick right there, right? Some candle gonna have a wick. That wick down there at the bottom down there of that candle. It just depends on if it fall within how many candles it is. What time is this right here? 15, 10. So 10 o'clock it opened there. Then it went down there, 10. So it opened here, went down there, and then it closed there. So let's go to the hour. It was in the mix of these two candles right there. That's why it ain't got no big wick on one candle, but it was in this wick. I mean, it was in this candle and it was in that candle. So it's in there. You got a small wick at the bottom, but it fell in between those two hourly candles. Because that's 10 o'clock. That's 10:15. You know what I'm saying? So 10:15 candle open down there. That's the 10 o'clock candle. This is the end of, this is the beginning of 10 o'clock. This is the end of 9 o'clock. So it's like we only got a small wick right there because that candle opened there and closed up there. And this candle over here opened up here and closed down there. So we ain't got a wick on that one. But if this was all in the same candle, it would be a long wick like this right here. But either way it go, we coming down and we revisiting this. It's gonna be some imbalances in there because that's one whole green candle like that. Let's drop lower and see how much of an imbalance we got in there. Yep, right there we got this big green candle, red candle. They set like an order block right there. Now we came right back down. We coming to this 5-minute fair value gap, and we got a 5-minute order block right down there. Let's see how this play out. Let's see if we come down here and bounce off this, or if we go down and we take out those lows overnight. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does, what it does, what it did. But anyway, let's put it back on 15 minutes and finish talking about that what's the name. So we just consolidated all day long at equilibrium and sold off. I already said that. So that's it. That's pretty much the price action. That's pretty much the price action. we came down, we hit that, we said that, we pushed back up to this fair value gap right here, pulled back down, came back down below equilibrium into a discount. We pushed up into this fair value gap in the premium of the day, pulled back down to below into a discount, came into this big humongous order block right here, right? We consolidated a little bit before tapping that order block, pushed back up, had a break in market structure to the upside, came up into the wick of this order block right here. Probably hit something on a lower time frame or a higher time frame. Ain't no probably a lower time frame, called the higher time frame. It was just a whole bunch of candles. It was a whole bunch of consolidation. See, it was just a whole bunch of consolidation on the hourly time frame. That's it. We just consolidated all day right at equilibrium. You can see it much clearer on the 1 hours. We just consolidated right here at equilibrium for like the entire day after this big move down and big move up. We just consolidated at equilibrium until we dropped off at the end of the day right there. And that's why I say, let's see if we come down and stop at this order block, or if we come down and take the sell side before anything. And then once we get the non-farm payroll tomorrow, let's see what the reaction be. Is it down or up? Back to 15-minute. We went up, like I said, here, took out this buy side liquidity, came back down to a slight discount, hit this order block right here, pushed back up, came back up to that order block right there, and just continued to consolidate. And then we sold off, taking out the sell side liquidity up under all of the consolidation right at the end of the day. Then at the 1700, at the 1615 counter pushed up, and then we closed at 1700. We took out the low again. We took out the low once again and closed at the low on the 1700 at this low right here, not this low. This is the daily low, but we closed at the low from the 1600 close, right? And then after hours, as you see, we pushed down. Most Rick Tickety came down to the area that we just looked at on the 5-minute. Came down to just shy of this fair value gap right there. I'm pretty sure we will get it, because we not going to waste our time coming down there not to get it. So I'm pretty sure we will get that fair value gap, at least maybe even hit this order block before pushing up, or maybe even take out these lows before pushing up. How far will we push up? I don't know, but we will push up, because the market has ebbs and flows. We go down, we go up, we go down, we go up. We come down to get liquidity, we push up and deliver liquidity. We go up and get liquidity, we push down and deliver liquidity. The market has ebbs and flows. Let's go over here and look at Spalene, and then I'm gonna come into the the chat. I'm gonna come into the chat and see what's a goings on. We're gonna go check out our friend. Y'all know what her name is. We even wrote a song. Want to hear it go. Spalene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. How you doing there, Spalene? How are you doing there, Spalene? As y'all see, again, Spalene came down. We actually got a reaction off of this 4-hour fair value gap after we took out the weekly. We took out the weekly low here, right? When we came down yesterday, we stopped there. So this morning we gapped down below this weekly low. So we took out the weekly low. We got into a weekly fair value gap, right? We got into a weekly fair value gap. We opened up here, pushed up. Don't know, we pushed down. We pushed down. We opened up here, we pushed down, setting the weekly low, hitting this 4-hour fair value gap, right? And I kind of like where it reacted, again, because we came up here, back over there, we took out a daily high, came back down to a discount to a 4-hour fair value gap, right? The other day we took out a weekly high, came back down to a discount daily fair value gap. Remember, we had looked at that when we, like this day, when we took out the week from coming from the weekly high. On this day, we went to a daily fair value gap. You know what I'm saying? Just think about taking out. You can even think about up here in the disc in the premium, took out a daily high, came down here to a 4-hour fair value gap. So, you know, I like where it bounced. This right here is the reaction when I be talking about I want to see a reaction off of the discount PDA. See, like over here, I didn't get a reaction off of the discount PDA. It just came down. We just came down and stopped. We blew through the daily order block right here, just blew through it. This down close candle right there, that was the order block, blew through it, right? Got to the daily fair value gap, hurt, and just threw on breaks, right? There was a 4-hour mitigation block over here somewhere, but we had no reaction off. We threw on breaks. But when we came over here and came down to this PDA, we had a reaction off of it. We even came all the way back up here and was this far green on the day. We opened up right there at 371.47, came down to this fair value gap, and then we hit ricocheted off of it and pushed all the way up to 374.20. Right? We was like $3. We was like $3 in the green on the day. We made a $3 move to the upside from where we opened, coming all the way from down here at 368.79. We pushed all the way up to 374.20. 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Like that's $6 and some change worth of a bounce off of this right here. So that's a reaction. So I got the reaction that I was looking for. And then so on tomorrow, I'll be looking for some sort of pullback to some discount, to be looking for a swing, batter, swing, batter, swing. Right. And then when will it be null and void for this swing? You know what I'm saying? Just depend on your risk tolerance and how much you're willing to give, right? Me personally, I'm willing to give it down to these other PDAs right here, right? If we come down here and get a closure below these other PDAs, it's time to call it, right? Now, mind you, I'm not just gonna let it die down there and do nothing, right? If it start to go against me, I'm gonna be looking for something to hedge, something to short it in that direction. You know what I'm saying? Something to short it in that direction. And then once I get down there, once it start going down, if I do get a closure down here, cut sling load on the long, cut sling load on the short, and it should either balance me out or put me in the green. Right? That's just the way I play it. That's how I play it. Right? Some people would say, hey, I'm gonna give it to below this low, right? Because just think about it. If you're taking a trade, right, your natural place of getting out would be the closest low, right? The natural place of getting out will be the closest low. So this is the natural place to get out. But me, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to take it all the way to the low. I'm just taking it to, you know, if all of these PDAs fail, I already know I'm wrong. So why I'm gonna take it all the way to the low? If we don't bounce off of all of these PDAs, I know I'm wrong. So as soon as we get a closure below these PDAs, I'm out of there. But like I say, I'm not gonna just let it bleed off without doing nothing. If I don't get, if just say tomorrow we come down here, right? And I go in, right? On tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday, I don't get some kind of bounce off, some kind of bounce. I'm wrong. I'm not giving it to the low. I'm wrong because we already in a discount. We're in a nice discount. So these PDAs should do their job. They should do their job. We should get a bounce at least back to equilibrium. If not, take out this high and keep going up. See what I'm saying? So if I don't get a bounce back to equilibrium, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm wrong. Ain't no need to wait until I get down here below this low. That's just how I play it, right? Like I said, I just want to start incorporating how I play the stuff. Cause I tell y'all all the time, this the PDA I'm looking at, this the price I'm looking at, this the high I'm looking at, this the low I keep telling y'all this is what I'm watching, but I was leaving out why I'm watching it and what I'm gonna do when it get there. And now I'm trying to be more clear about that, and hopefully I'm being more clear about that. And for anybody who don't understand why I'm saying I'm looking to go long off of this, is because I like to buy in the discount. Anything below this red line that say equilibrium full, it says EQ full range, but that stands for equilibrium full range. Anything below this line is a discount for our dealing range that we're watching. It's the bottom of the dealing range where it say low of the month at the October 13th low, and it's the top of the dealing range where it say high of the month over there at the September 12th on the SPY, September 13th on the ES, right? And then anything above this red line is a premium. So I only want to sell in the premium market and buy in a discount market. Now we've come to the discount market, right? The time for me to be looking for puts, to swing puts, was over here on Monday and Tuesday. See, it was a classic high of the week on Tuesday, sell off the rest of the week. And then Friday, I'm looking forward to either be, you know what I'm saying, a nothing burger, or maybe a slight bounce, maybe a slight down. I ain't looking for it to do nothing great and fancy going to Friday with non-fund payroll, but it could surprise us and give us a nice bounce back to equilibrium. It could surprise us and die down to this gap down here, this 4-hour gap down here. It can do anything, you know what I'm saying? But I'm looking for some kind of pullback because we got a reaction off this. So I'm looking for a pullback to maybe that order block push up. We might get the pullback to the order block overnight. We might get the pullback to the order block on non-farm payroll. We might get a blast off on non-farm payroll and then hit this fair value gap that we made right here and then continue to die off next week. We could get in. It could be a myriad of things if that's the word I'm looking for. But that's just the way I play those areas. I was looking at waiting for us to get a reaction off of a discount PDA. It gave us a reaction there after breaking. Boom. We broke through. We broke a daily high up here in the premium, right? And then we came down to a 4-hour fair value gap in a discount, and we had a reaction. We had a bounce off of it. So now on the very next candle, if it was an hourly candle, it'll be the next hour. If it was a 5-minute candle, it'll be the next 5 minutes. Since it's a daily candle, the next day, I'm looking for it to move back to some type of discount, right? And then buy. That's why I had the Fibonacci here on the daily time frame, right? We got the bounce off of the PDA, right? Then we started consolidating that equilibrium, right? And I was waiting for it to come into a discount to give me a good setup. It never gave me that. This is the risk forward way of doing it on today. This is the risky Randy, the reckless Rachel way of getting in today, because I saw the reaction today. So this is where you want to get in ultra early, right? This is where you getting in. Okay, I'm willing to take a little bit of drawdown on this one on tomorrow, going for the drawdown, so that on tomorrow when it's drawing down, I'm gonna get into something different, a little bit closer strike, a little bit closer date, right? And then just trust the process. But since it didn't give me what I wanted, it ain't started dying off until the end of the day. Right at the end of the day, look at that, all the way up at the 4 o'clock, it started dying off way down here. You see what I'm saying? It ain't give no setup at the end of the day. But if it would have gave a setup, this what I would have been looking for to get in on today. And the one when you get in on today, it's just a smaller piece at a farther period out of time. To say if you're looking to go in for 2 weeks out when you do your swing, on tomorrow. If you're looking for your setup tomorrow, you're going 2 weeks out, right? And you say you go 2 weeks out and you're buying 5 contracts, you're buying 5 at the money contracts 2 weeks out on tomorrow, right? Today, when you go in for the risky Randy setup, you about 2, maybe 3 contracts, but more than likely 2 contracts for a month out. You know what I'm saying? You're about 2 contracts for a month out because you're willing to take a little bit of drawdown tomorrow to get into your position on tomorrow, the real position you want to get in. And then on tomorrow, if it gives you your setup that you're looking for, then boom, you get your 5 contracts for 2 weeks out. But if it don't give you your setup and it just take off on you, you already got a small piece in for further out. You know what I'm saying? You got a small piece in for further out. But if it give you your setup, these 2 contracts might take a little bit of drawdown tomorrow. You ain't gonna panic because you know it's not going down below. If tomorrow it don't go down here and close down here, you ain't worrying about this little drawdown during the day because you got a month out on these 2 contracts. You ain't worry about the little drawdown on tomorrow, right? You come down here tomorrow and just say it hit this order block. You go up, get a breaking market structure to the upside. You come down, boom. You come in around here somewhere with your 5 contracts for 2 weeks out, right? Then next week sometime you get back up to equilibrium, right? I'm pretty sure these 5 contracts 2 weeks out, I'm pretty sure you done told a my fight on 5. You go ahead and knock off 4 of them contracts and leave 1 runner, and you probably can even close out them 2 contracts from a month out over here. You know what I'm saying? And just leave 1 runner to see, or leave 2 runners and see what it's doing. But that's just some different ways to think about it. Some different ways, well, not different ways to think about it, but those are the type of things that I do in my trades. Hopefully that helps somebody out. Let me go see what y'all talk about in the chat. What y'all talking about? What's going on? What's going on? I ain't talking about nothing. What's up, Stacks? When you slid up in here? Non-fund payroll in the morning estimate is 60K less than last month. Actual, so bad news is good news may be in effect. Yeah, bad news is good news and good news is bad news being in effect. Ever since this month, at least, I know all earnings season. What's up, Angela? Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I got to do it. We have Angela Valdez, Buenos tardes. That would never get old to me. I do not care. Who cares? That would never get old to me. Yeah, so I've been kind of hearing there, you know what I'm saying, hearing on little sound bites and in different cousins pulling up in the chat. And like my financial advisor, everybody been talking about how the Fed want everything to pull back. Fed want people to, you know what I'm saying, hate to sound bad, but Fed want people to lose jobs. You know what I'm saying? They want the job market to slow down. They want the pay to slow down. They want, you know what I'm saying, they want the inflation to slow down. They want, you know what I'm saying, they want people to stop getting raises. They want, you know what I'm saying, they want the inflation to get under control. And so they're gonna do everything they can to do that. They've been having success so far, you know what I'm saying, but they already let you know we will not concede. We will continue to fight the fight until we know that we have won for sure. And if they got to crash the stock market, they will do that. They already done said it. Speaking of inflation, I shot my financial advisor an email to verify if I was thinking about this right before I actually said it to y'all. And I just opened my email. He said, "Hey, you got it right in periods of high inflation relative to 2-year average. I believe the original analysis that the purpose of this rule suggested that you use the core CPI number and not the headline. That's what I see on TV." Okay, I was sitting there thinking about it, thinking about inflation, thinking about the SPY, the S&P, and so I was thinking about the I'm having a brain cramp, y'all. The rule of 21. I was thinking about the rule of 21, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna sound smart on Tim's tidbit tonight and share this with the gang. And then I was like, man, let me reach out to Dustin and make sure I'm remembering this right. And so I shot him an email, and he emailed me back and was like, yeah, I got it right. I was thinking about it right. So for anybody who don't know what the rule of 21 is, it's kind of like a valuation thing. You know, when you be looking at companies to see if companies like the valuation is fair, like looking at their PE ratio and stuff like that. Well, as far as I know, with this rule of 21 thing, the way people look at if the market is at a good evaluation or not is they got this thing called the rule of 21, and it's not a hard and fast rule. And if anybody ever heard of it, I jollipize, I'm not insulting your intelligence. This just for anybody who never heard of it, right? So the rule of 21 is you look at the PE ratio for the S&P 500. Look at the PE ratio for the market, right? And you take the PE ratio for the market, and then you take the CPI inflation number. Now, don't quote me on if it's the headline number or the core number. I don't know which one it is, right? Me personally, I just go with the overall number like that. Like right now, it's like 8%, whatever it is. It's like 8% or whatever it is right now, right? I usually just take the overall number, right? And it could just be the core. I don't know. But anyway, I just take the overall inflation number, CPI inflation number, and then you add the PE ratio. Just say if the S&P trading at 19 at a 19 PE right now, right? I don't know what it's trading at. I'm just saying. Let's just say it's trading at 19, right? And let's say the inflation right now is 8%. You take that 19 and you add it to that 8%. That gives you what, 27? So that's more than 21. Like if it's 21 or lower, then they say, okay, the market is trading at a good valuation right now. It's trading, you know what I'm saying? It's at a good valuation. It's not oversold. It's not overbought. It's not too expensive. You know what I'm saying? It's in a good place. It ain't a hard and fast rule, but that's kind of the way the people, they use it as like a, what they call it, back of the envelope way of trying to figure out if the market is, you know what I'm saying, trading at a good valuation right now. And so I just want to throw that out there so that, you know what I'm saying, like for people who, you know what I'm saying, they ain't really into the technicals, you know what I'm saying, they ain't really into the price action like little Timmy Rogers is. I always just try to drop little gems out there for people to, you know what I'm saying, gravitate towards something that, you know what I'm saying, relate to them a little bit better. If they more about the fundamentals, they're more about the macroeconomics, they're more about the valuation of it than the rule of 21. That's a little back of the envelope way to say, is the market trading at a good price right now? You know what I'm saying? Is 371 a good price for the market? Well, at 371, what's the PE ratio for the market? Oh, the PE ratio for the market is 15. Oh, what's the inflation right now? The inflation is 6. Oh, okay, 15 to 6, that's 21. Yeah, 371 is a good price for the S&P right now. But that, you know what I'm saying, that's just a back of the envelope way to like kind of figure out where it is. And then you can use that to say, okay, following the rule of 21, if we at 371 and the PE is like 19 at 371, right? Using the rule of 21, if we at like 8% inflation, you know what I'm saying? Like at 8% inflation, we need to be trading at, just say 340. Because 340 would put us at, not, these ain't real numbers. You'd probably be like, okay, we need to be trading at like 340, because 340 will put us at like a PE of 14 or PE of 13. 340 will put us at a PE of 13. 13 and 8 is 21. So we need to be trading at 340 before I try to go long the S&P. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. You can use it for that kind of way, just as a target if you trying to figure out when you want to go long or when you want to go short based off the valuation of it. Just want to share that with you, man. And then I reached out to him to make sure I was understanding the rule of 21 right before I just came out here and just spit it out. And it is, you just take the PE of the market plus the inflation. You know what I'm saying? And he added something in there about he said I believe he said you got it right, but in periods of high inflation relative to the 2-year average, I believe is the analysis that proposed this rule, suggested that you use the core CPI number. So in high inflation, they propose you use the core in high inflation. Okay, so in high inflation, you'll use the core CPI and not the headline. So we're in high inflation right now. So you would use the core in times of high inflation. And then in times of not high inflation, then you'll use the headline number. Okay, that's what that was his input on it. Somebody just sent me something in the Discord. I saw something pop up in the Discord. You're welcome, Pamela. You're very welcome. If you're still on the live, y'all already know I got to respond with a gift. I got to respond. I'm the gift king. I'm the gift. Do y'all say gift or GIF? How do y'all say it? How do y'all say it? Do y'all say GIF or GIF? You're welcome. I'm gonna use Keanu. You're welcome. Angela Valdez in the building. What's up, Omar? Hey, that's all I got, man. Price action. Okay. All right, Christina. Price action. What was that? What was that for? I'm lost. Anyway, that's all I got, man. If y'all ain't got nothing else, we're gonna go ahead and call it. Hopefully the stuff that I said today helped out. Oh, you just showed up. Oh, what's going on? You just showed up. That's the end. We at the end. We Christina, we back on 6:30. My son's football season is over, so we back on 6:30. We back at doing the price action recap at 6:30 in the evening. We done. We done. I'm wrapping up now. We're gonna do a quick recap for Christine and anybody else who just showed up. Right? Quick recap, real fast. These 5-minute candles. Today we came down, we reversed, like we said this morning on the live. We got the reversal. Boom, came back up. I ran the fibs over the whole daily range because we got the reaction off the discount PDA that I was looking for. I ran the fibs over the whole daily range to see when it came down into a discount in the afternoon to give me a chance to take a swing using the risky Randy entry of going in today, right? Trying to get in on a smaller piece for a month out because I'm willing to take a little bit of drawdown tomorrow since it's a daily move that I'm looking at. Now I got the reaction that I want. Now tomorrow I'm going to be looking at the reaction to come down into some type of discount to get a setup to the long side to get a swing for 2 weeks out, right? So if you got a chance to get in today on the risky Randy, you got a smaller piece for a month out. Then tomorrow on the confirmation move, you will get a bigger piece for 2 weeks out. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get the bigger piece for 2 weeks out, me personally, my stop is if we get a closure below these PDAs down here, because your normal stop will be below this low. If these PDAs don't do their job, I'm not waiting until I get to the low. If they don't make it bounce, then I realize I'm wrong and we're going down at least to this low. I'm not going to eat all of that. I'm just going, this is my, you know what I'm saying? This is my area to give up the ghost, right? So boom, if it don't make it down there, these PDAs do their job, we make it back to at least equilibrium. Whatever I got in on down here, by the time you get back to equilibrium, it's eating because it's 2 weeks out. Whatever you got in over here on today is eating still, and it's a month out. So you can shave off 75% of what you went in on tomorrow at equilibrium or higher, and then leave runners. And then you can also close out this one over here that you took yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Because this one here, it took a little drawdown, so it had to recoup a little bit. But this one over here, boom, you busting them in the head and then leave runners, and you can sit back and sleep like a newborn baby because you done took your profit and you ain't got nothing but runners left. So if they went all the way back to zero, which you're not gonna let, it won't be no loss at all, right? That's the entry technique, right? And that was the price action. And the rule of 21, if you look at the PE ratio of the stock of the S&P 500, let's just say it's trading at 19 PE. If the inflation during high inflationary times, you use the core inflation number from the CPI, you add that to the PE plus the inflation number. If that's 21 or less, then the market is trading at a good valuation. If it's higher than 21, the market is not trading at a good valuation. That's just a back of the envelope way to see if the market trading at a good valuation or not. If it's not in high inflationary times, you take the overall inflation. Like right now, we are at 8%. That's high. But just say we was trading at 4% inflation. That's not high inflation. Then you would take that 4 plus 17, whatever we trading at. And then if that's less than 21, that price is a good valuation for the S&P 500. That's all we talked about. There you go. Nice little recap. What's up, Dave? Oh, Dave, what's happening with you, man? What's up, man? Shout out Dave. This is a very intelligent dude right here, man. If y'all don't know, this dude is extremely smart. Same thing I was thinking for entry and exit. There we go. We all on one accord. We're looking at the same price action. I'm hot. I'm sweating. I'm getting ready to get Michelle Tucker. I'm glad you enjoyed the recap. I'm getting ready to get out of here because I'm hot. Look, when I lean back and the light hit my face. Look at that. That's sweat. That is sweat. I'm glad I got on my secret. Let me see if it's still a secret. Yeah, it's still a secret. Hey. Hey, man. What's up? What's up, Super Sly Fox? How you doing? I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. You must have been busy. I appreciate that, Dave. Hey, man, y'all know what hey, y'all remember last night when I told my homeboy called me while I was on live? Man, he called me. He was like, I see you on live. Hit me back when you get off. He called me to tell me one of our good friends was in a real bad accident up in Chicago. He drive a delivery truck. It's not an 18-wheeler, but it's like he delivered goods, right? And his delivery truck had an accident with a truck and trailer, an 18-wheeler, if you will. That's what old folks call them. We call them 18-wheelers. You know what I'm saying? He had a bad accident with 18-wheeler. Said his wife was on a flight to Chicago going to see about him. Ain't nobody know the status. One of our friends testified, called Whopper. Whopper called me. Tim called him. Teasy called him. Everybody calling around because nobody can't figure out what's going on with Juke. You know what I'm saying? But then last night, after me and him talked, he sent me a picture and was like, Juke good. But man, when I tell you he sent me that picture, y'all probably can't even see it. I can't pull it up because I ain't even got it on the when I saw that truck, I was like, praise God. Juke ain't no little boy. His name Ronald. Y'all pray for Ronald Pitts and his wife, man. He good, but just pray for him. Cause Juke my age, man. Juke like and I'm 50, so Juke either 50, 51, 50. Juke my age, man. And y'all pray for the Pitts family, man. Pray for the Pitts family. When Whopper sent me this picture, I said, Charlie. Oh, that's a van. I thought it was a truck. It's a van. I'm put this in my Dropbox real quick, and I'm gonna show y'all this picture, man. I said, Charlie. If I was on my Mac, I could have just airdropped it, but I ain't on my Mac. But I'm put it in my Dropbox. Drop Bizzle. Bizzle.kizzle. That's Juke truck right there, man. Juke ain't no little dude either. Look at this truck. What is this? Get out of my way. As big as that. Let me say this image. Let me say that image. Juke ain't no little dude, man. Juke ain't no little dude. And imagine a little person being in this right here, right? Just even a little person being in it. But Juke ain't no little dude, man. Juke a big boy. If I can find a picture of Juke. Am I not signed in? Juke ain't no little dude, man. When I saw that, that's just anybody. Just anybody being in there. Look at Juke mama. But that's Juke. That's Juke and his wife right there. That's Juke right there. That's his wife over there. But Juke ain't no little dude. You feel me? And Juke was inside. He was in this truck right here. This van right here. Smashed up. You feel me? Yeah, Pitts. Ronald Pitts. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Pitts is the Pitts family. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pray for the Pitts family, man. And I don't know how to say Juke wife name. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't know how to say her name. That's just Juke wife to me. But it's the Pitts family. You know what I'm saying? It's the Pitts family. That's Juke wife right there. I don't know how to say her name. That's his wife right there. But Juke wife. I don't know how to say her name, but y'all just pray for the Pitts family, man. They say Whopper text me and said he was good. You know what I'm saying? When I saw the picture, I was just like cheese and rice. But yeah, man. That's why I always say ain't nobody promised tomorrow. This man just out here doing his job. He's just out here doing his job. I don't know what happened. That's the same way. My partner Sean, the one that lost his leg in Atlanta, he worked at a cabinet company. He was delivering cabinets somewhere up in Atlanta. Somebody cut him off. Like in Atlanta, somebody cut him off. He swerved to avoid him. When he swerved, it's like he hit another car, and when he hit the other car, he tried to swerve back. When he tried to swerve back, he slammed into the back of an 18-wheeler. You know what I'm saying? And the front of his truck got crushed up. He ended up losing his leg from like the calf down. You know what I'm saying? Because it got pent up all up under there. So he ended up losing his leg from the calf down. But he was at work doing his job, man. But like I say, man, ain't nobody promised tomorrow. I don't be trying to end it on a sour note. But you know what I'm saying? Life is short. Take advantage and tell the people that you love them today, man. Do something wonderful for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Do something to make somebody else's day better. You know what I'm saying? That's why I get on Al Gore's internet every single day and share my thoughts about this price action in the hopes to help somebody, you know what I'm saying, figure this out and change the financial trajectory of their family. You know what I'm saying? When I leave here, I want people to say that was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to say I was rich. I don't want them to say I was poor. I want them to say, man, that was a good dude. He did a lot of stuff for people, man. That man was selfless. You know what I'm saying? He gave his time. He gave his money. He gave anything he can to make the world a better place for somebody else. You feel me? So, man, take advantage of today, man. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. And I mean like telling somebody you love them, showing somebody you love them. Don't just tell them. Show them that you love them, man, because ain't nobody promised tomorrow, man. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? People close around me, like coming this close to death, coming this close to leaving here. And you never, don't nobody know when they number gonna get pulled. You know what I'm saying? You talk to these people every day, and then you get a phone call like, yo, man, Juke was just in an accident, bad accident, bro. We don't know what's going on. We ain't heard nothing. His wife on the way up there now, she took a flight. You know what I'm saying? You know how the young man, I'm pretty sure y'all know the feeling of sitting around not knowing. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody be like, no news is good news. Nah, it ain't. No news is agonizing. No news is agonizing, man. It's hard sitting around with somebody you love. You don't know if they half dead, if you don't know if they gone, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's agonizing, man. Hey, man. I ain't gonna keep bringing y'all down, man. Y'all pray for the Pitts family, and y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tell somebody that you love them, and show them, man. Don't just tell them, show them. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Above all things, man, love is the most important thing. Love somebody. Be charitable. God loves charity. You know what I'm saying? Charity is love. Give of yourself. Give of yourself selflessly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's why the Bible be talking about taking care of the shut in and the widows, because they can't take care of themselves. Visit with them. Take care of them. You feel me? Do something nice for somebody, man. I ain't gonna preach. We ain't gonna pass the collection plate. But when I get on my soapbox, I can't help it, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up with me every day, man. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock for the overnight price action. And then I'll see y'all again tomorrow evening. Hopefully Junior be done. Junior got an appointment to get a retwist. Hopefully we be done by 6:30. It's at like, I think it's at like 4:30, 4:45. So if we don't get done by 6:30, we might not be able to do the weekly wrap up, but hopefully we do be able to do it. But he got an appointment to get a retwist and a style for his hair tomorrow. But we will do the overnight price action in the morning. Y'all give yourself a brain break, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hopefully I said something today that helped somebody. Shout out Pamela. She said, thanks for the breakdown. You're welcome. This is why I do it. Just a way to help somebody. It's not the right way. It's not the wrong way. It's the way little Timmy Rogers do it. And I just share the way I do it. Hopefully to help give somebody that. I'll see y'all in the morning, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Gone. Yeah.